tell him she'll be out in a minute. So I walk out, and he rolls down the window, and I said, "So, you want to marry my mom, huh?" And oh, he got this oh shit look on his face. Like, and I said, "Well, so I'm gonna have to think about that for a minute." I says, oh, "Congratulations, about time." I was happy because, now when I was a teenager and mom with me, like I'd do stuff, just being a boy, right?
Yeah.
And break something, not
Yeah.
trying to be destructive, but just
Yeah.
boys are boys,
Yeah.
and trying to figure out how the world works. Well, mom would accuse me of something. It didn't matter what I said. Nope, I'm guilty.
Yeah.
All right. And so, Ronnie had given mom this watch, birthday, Christmas, something.
Yeah.
And it had this little band that went across the face.
Oh.
And I don't know why, but it intrigued me, right?
Yeah.
I was curious about it. So, I'd go in the bathroom, see that watch laying there, and I'd pick it up and play with it, play with that little band.
Yeah.
And one day I broke it. She said, "You broke that watch because Ronnie got it for me." Well, I knew, there was no,
yeah.
"Hey, mom, it was an accident. I didn't mean to."
Yeah,
you're right. So, fine. You're going to accuse me of it. Fine. Guilty, right? And so then she tells Ronnie about this. And for a while, Ronnie thought that I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
No, it was never that. Me and mom just butting heads because I was a rebellious teenager. But I really, from the time I met him and saw the way he treated mom, I still remember coming to the house that day mom wrecked the shadow.
Yeah.
And his whole family treated us.
Yeah.
So, so when, I remember most of my teenage years actually hoping he and mom would. And then, he bought this house out here, and then Grandma died right before Thanksgiving in '99. That was a hard Thanksgiving. I remember.
That was.
Mom had this little cat named Molly, and I think it was actually I got home the day before Thanksgiving. I think I woke up Thanksgiving morning. I was asleep on the couch. Old Molly had spread herself out on my, with her paws out like this, like she was hugging me. All right. So I got attached to that little kitty.
Mama died the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was. Yep, because
the 22nd of November, because that's the day Brady was born.
Yeah, well, see, I don't remember if it was mom or Christy called me to tell me Grandma died. But I know that we had about a half a day of school. Actually,
well, I was in the living room and it's about 7 o'clock. And Tuffy had done gone to work. And Becky was, I think she was still asleep. The phone rang, and it was the nursing home, and they said, "Miss Tucker, I hate to tell you that your mom passed." Mom was still warm by the time we got there. I called Maxine, I called Tuffy, and I said, "Mom," I said, "you're going to have to come home. Mama just passed away." And me and Maxine made it to that nursing home in 20 minutes. How we did it, I don't know. But Becky was in the back seat, and when we went in, she was at the hospital. They had transported her to the hospital. I'll never forget. And she was still warm. And I said, oh my God, I've got to tell Lisa. How do I tell Lisa? Oh my God, what do I do? And then I thought, no, I'm going to call Ronnie. And because I know she's at work. And I called out at Travis and I told whoever answered the phone that I was Lisa Boer's sister.
Mhm.
Could I talk to Ronnie Boer, please? Our mom just passed away, and I didn't want to tell Mama. I mean, I didn't want to tell your mom.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, and Ronnie got on the phone. She said, oh no. He said, let me go get her. And I don't know if Lisa come up to the nursing home or if we met at Mama's house. I can't remember. But I remember that.
I just know I didn't find out about it.
Y'all were in school.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was in college.
Yeah.
So it was later that evening
Yeah.
when I found out, like 7, 8 o'clock that evening.
Yeah.
When I found out, but yeah, the next day, because the Wednesday before Thanksgiving at Tennessee Temple was.
Yeah, because Mama had come to stay with me at the house because Kinky could not take care of her.
Yeah.
And Mama had come, and I remember I was working, and it was I can't remember if it's on a Friday or a Sunday. I was doing home health, and I was out in Lake City, what they call Rocky Top.
Yeah.
And Maxine called me and said Mama was freezing, and she was unresponsive. I said, well, call 911. You know,
No.
I
You
can't.
do, yeah.
I can get there. I said, take her to UT Hospital. Well, I remember Dr. Kim was her doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and he jumped on me. Why did you have her taken to UT when they should have brought her to Baptist? And I said I was getting her closest to hospital.
Yeah.
And all they had to do is go right across they'd be right there at UT.
Yep.
And I knew they had better stroke doctors than Baptist.
Yeah.
And he met me in the emergency room, and Lisa came. And she'd had a massive stroke, and they kept her in the hospital and everything. And then we had to make a decision. Well, I didn't want to send her to any nursing homes around here,
Yeah.
but we had family that worked at the one in Jefferson County, and I knew it was a good, clean one.
Yeah.
And Mikey's sister worked there. Pat's oldest boy, Slagle,
Okay.
sister worked there, and I knew she'd be taken care of. And they were good to Mama. They were good to Mama up there. They were doing therapy on her and everything, and then she just went downhill. But when Mama's lips turned inside out, you remember that?
Yeah.
Dr. Kim said that was Bell's palsy. It was not Bell's palsy. It was a stroke.
Because I remember too, she
Yeah,
had an eye.
Yeah.
For,
because Bell's palsy, it don't affect two things. It affects one thing. Either your mouth grooves
Uh-huh.
or your eye grooves. But when our lips puffed up and went inside out, I knew it was a stroke, and I hadn't been to medical school. But yeah, and I hated Dr. Kim. Oh, I hated Dr. Kim. But that's only the one that would take Mama's insurance.
Mm.
Oh, God.
No, I just remember, like, Mom and I had talked, a week or two before Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
because she was going to take me to the nursing home to
Yeah.
see Grandma, and then, and see, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving at Tennessee Temple was always, like a fun day because
Yeah.
they canceled all classes.
Yeah.
And the faculty, they'd come through the dorms with donuts and orange juice for
Yeah.
us, and to wake us up, and then we'd have a chapel service, but it wasn't like a regular chapel service. It was like skits and comedy
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that, and then they'd dismiss us and release us to travel for the holiday,
yeah,
and I normally enjoyed those.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't enjoying it because I knew, as soon as that was over,
yeah,
You know, that was going to be the longest.
Ride home.
Yep.
Yep.
But because I came straight here. Mom's friend Shilda,
Yeah.
I think, was over here at the
Shilda,
time.
yeah.
But yeah, that. As a matter of fact, I honestly thought I think if Ronnie hadn't been here, that would have done Mom in
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah. See, I knew she didn't take things very well
Yeah.
since she was a little girl.
Yeah.
And I knew she falls to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, how do I do this? How do I do this? And it just, you call Travis, you talk to Ronnie.
Yep.
Ronnie should be the one to break it to her because he can be there with her, and you're up here in Jefferson County, so do that. But what killed me is I was sitting there. Mama hadn't been gone maybe 2 hours. The people from the eye bank called and said about Mama's corneas. I said, Mama had implants. She had cataracts, and she said, oh, I'm sorry. I looked at Maxine and I said, she hadn't even been gone 2 hours. And said,
Really?
I get a call. Yeah, I'll never forget that. The dog's food was cold.
Yeah, well, it's gonna get really cold tonight.
Did you have a nice outing?
Yeah, until I tried to hump everybody.
Was his girlfriend at the dog park?
No, but Bear was there. He likes Bear. But Bear's a boy. I thought Bear was a girl, but Bear's a boy. He was fine when it was just him and Bear, because Bear can hold his own. He's bigger than Lucky.
Yeah.
But then a bunch of other dogs started coming, and when he starts doing it to the smaller dogs, and I'm like, I can't deal with this. We gotta go. You can't hump everybody, buddy.
You burned some of that energy out?
I honestly feel like you got more.
Did you get more energy? Did you get more energy?